Hi, students, and welcome to a brand new term. My name is Matthew Anderson, Dr. Matthew Anderson, and I am your instructor this term, and it's a pleasure to meet you. And I just wanted to have a short little video to tell you some things about what's going to be happening this term, I hope. My PhD is from McGill in 1999. It's in Paul and in the study of Paul and Pauline letters. But another area of research for me very much is pilgrimage. And so I have fairly wide-ranging interests. I have a book on pilgrimage coming out with Woodlake Books this coming year. And I also have another book with Novalis Press coming out next year, I think, called The Bible and Booze. So that tells you something about, it relates various drinks and pairs them in a sort of a humorous way with passages of the Bible. I also have a very strong interest, as I said, in pilgrimage and in decolonizing, in settlers learning how to decolonize themselves. So this is going to be an interesting term because it's a bit of a new style of teaching for you, I think, perhaps, and certainly for me. And what does that mean? Well, there have been synchronous classes in the past. I've been most used to those, where I see my students, where we talk in person, where I give live lectures. Asynchronous learning is online learning, and some of you may be very familiar with online courses. And what we have for this term is a bit of a blend. And so how is that going to work? I've really gone whole hog on the high tech, and I've written these things. I hope I can actually put this here. So what is it going to mean this term? It's going to mean less class time. So why is it less class time? Because you're going to have recorded lectures, which are shorter lectures than I would normally give in class, more numerous lectures, and it's going to be video and podcast. So already there are going to be videos, podcasts, and they're generally kept shorter than a classroom lecture, about 15 minutes, 20 minutes max. And what else about it? I got to learn how to go backwards here. Moodle is the classroom where everything is kept. Now, Moodle always has been, I guess, the place for everything, but this term especially, Moodle is sort of the home base for everything in our course. So I want you to keep track of that. So all of these recorded lectures, the shorter, slightly more of them because they're shorter, and the videos and the podcasts are all going to be housed on Moodle. When we do have synchronous sessions, they're going to be Zoom sessions. And the primary purpose of the Zoom sessions is going to be to check in and to ask questions about the pre-recorded available content. So that's the way it's going to work this term, I hope. And I just wanted to say something else again with my second high-tech slide. And my second high-tech slide says, how is that going to work for us? What's going to happen? I hope that you can follow week by week on Moodle. And I have really set the course up in such a way that you can see topic 1, and it will be this date to this date in these classes. And then it will have exactly what we're going to do in that week. It's really, in many ways, this format is much more organized than it has been in the past, at least for me. And as a result, you will have it all laid out. You can follow week by week on Moodle. And all resources are presented in chronological order with their links. Another great thing about this term is that if there's a reading or a video or something else, the link is always on Moodle. You can find it online. You can get it online. The reason I've used podcasts in some cases instead of videos is to preserve bandwidth, and so that you can... I listen to podcasts, perhaps like you, I listen to podcasts when I'm doing dishes or cooking, or if I'm going for a walk or something like that. When I used to spend more time on public transit, I would listen to podcasts on public transit sometime. So all of the resources are presented in chronological order with links. And I'm asking that you watch and listen to lectures and do the readings at your pace. Now, that is at your pace within the week. So that when we get to the synchronous session, when we get to the Zoom session, that you've done the readings or watch the videos or whatever it is, so that we can talk about them. So the purpose of the Zoom lectures, or they're not lectures, the purpose of the Zoom times is to check up. So if you have questions, there's going to be a Moodle forum Q&A and Moodle email. And the reason I'm hoping that you use the Moodle Forum Q&A is that you won't be the only person with your question. And so if you ask your question on the Moodle Forum, then other people will benefit from that answer as well. And so I hope that it does that. So again, just to come through with this, follow week by week on Moodle. All resources are presented in chronological order with links. So you really just have to follow through in exactly the way that it's there. You watch and listen to the lectures and do the readings at your own pace within the week of that Zoom meeting. And then if you have questions, we talk about them at the Zoom meeting, or you bring them up on the Moodle forum, or we talk about them by Moodle email. So that's it. I'm really looking forward to meeting you during the Zoom sessions, and I hope that you enjoy some of the resources that I've put together for you. That's it. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.